Yo, what's up everybody? Today we're going to go through a list of top tier immersion mods for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The list is long, but I want you to be able to easily navigate this video, so I'll be doing straight to the point explanations of each mod. All these mods can be found on Nexus currently and are easily installed with Mod Organizer or any other modding utility. A bonus is that all of these mods work together. And yes, if you download all of these mods with Mod Organizer and sort them with loot, they will all be able to work seamlessly. First up on our list is Wintersun Faiths of Skyrim. This mod incorporates every religion from Daedra and the Divines to minor deities worshipped by the various races. To become a follower of any of the deities, you'll be prompted based on your character's race, after reading a book, during a quest, from a shrine, or any other activity related to the god. You gain new abilities by maintaining a good relationship with your chosen deity by following a code of do's and do nots. Your god can be lost, changed, or regained at any time. Our next mod is Interesting NPCs. This mod adds over 250 fully voiced NPCs, 25 followers, 15 new marriage NPCs, and 50 quests, giving you no shortage of new characters added into your roleplay experience. The NPCs work great with other mods and seamlessly blend within the game. If you haven't played for a while, it's hard to tell who's been in the game, who's from a DLC, an update, or from the mod. Almost a perfect addition to our previous NPC entry. Next we have Inconsequential NPCs. This mod is the yin to Interesting NPCs yang. The characters this mod adds in are literally filler characters that actually make the entire game make sense. They add many general NPCs labeled things such as merchant, laborer, skooma addict, carriage guards. They even add a town crier in Solitude, Skyrim's capital city. These characters won't ask favors or give you a life story dialogue. They're simply there to populate areas that, well, are supposed to be populated. Vampire and werewolf builds, eat your heart out. Or theirs, I guess. Speaking of creatures of the night, for our next two mods we have Better Vampires, the main, the NPC version, and the weapons version. We also have Moonlight Tales, which is the werewolf and werebear equivalent of Better Vampires. These mods give Skyrim and its DLCs a total creature of the night revamp. Better Vampires allows you to unlock over 20 new vampire skills and powers along with quests and the ability to change your strengths and weaknesses in the mod menu. You can also change how your vampire feeding works. Instead of being stronger when you're starving like vanilla aka normal Skyrim, you can reverse it so you're more powerful when you're fed. And to me, that makes more sense. Plus many more precise options such as turning NPCs and how much villagers hate or ignore your affliction. Now when I mentioned the other versions, Better Vampires also has spin-off mods from the same creators such as Better Vampires Weapons, Better Vampires NPCs. Also by the same creator, you have a mod that adds an entire new secret city known as Coldhaven. Personally, I'm in love with Skyrim vampire builds, but I've restarted so much that I haven't even explored some of my favorite mods entirely. The Coldhaven mod is definitely one of them, but I still had to add it to this list because think of it, an entire secret city of vampires. Moonlight Tales has all the added perks, skills, powers, and quests, but specifically for werewolves. Not only can you tweak your reaction and wild beast reactions to full moons, you can also add or remove random vigilant encounters. This helps with immersion because if you're a beast, they would technically be hunting you. The next mod is literally the most important mod on this list and will change how you play Skyrim forever. Before we get to it, I want to thank you for viewing and remind you to click that bell and please do subscribe. If you enjoy the content, just hit that subscribe button. It really helps and only takes a moment. Our ultimate mod on this list is Alternate Start, Live Another Life. This mod is the roleplay and births the immersion in this game. It starts you out in a cell in an unannounced location. You create your character and see a statue that you can speak to. This statue gives you different prompts as to different beginnings you can arrange for your character, from starting in one of your favorite guilds at level 1 such as Thief, Assassin, or Mage's Guild to being a simple hunter in the wilderness. You can even start in the castle of Lord Harkin or any other option that's on the list. After choosing, you sleep in a nearby bed and your character awakens with clothing, weapons, and items all supporting the backstory you chose. Combining this with any mod or all of the mods on this list and your immersion experience will increase tenfold. Again, everything on this list works together. Equally as important as this mod is another mainstay of any immersion roleplay experience. Here we have Race Menu. This mod overhauls the entire character creation process. To simply put it, you can change anything to any color, change the literal sizes of individual body parts. I'm talking head, arm, hips, or even a single thumb. You can make your character's facial expressions be feverishly excited like me when Bethesda re-releases Skyrim for the 19th time. But seriously, this mod puts the creation in character creation. We're getting close to the end, but we've got another cool interesting mod here called More Interesting Loot. MIL adds more items and artifacts to be found in various boss and dungeon chests, so if your favorite part of Skyrim is hunting for loot, then this is the mod for you. And with all that new loot you've discovered, you'll need to find some mercenaries or common folk to help you carry it. Luckily, we have the ultimate follower Overhaul. Let's go ahead And using the Overhaul mod, we get to go, after you press you get to go into the NPC settings and you get to set all of their things, whether it's combat, magic, anything like that. So, for example, here with Fendel, speaking of magic, the spell tomes you studied are not very good, disregard them and they'll stop using their magic. That's not what we want though. So let's go back into the menu again, you click And combat mistakes happen, forgive and forget. So that means when someone attacks them, they're not going to be prompted to attack back immediately or go crazy, right? So let's set them on that mode. And then when we go back in, anyone hurts you, make them pay. It's straightforward. If you get attacked, go ahead and do the thing. This mod increases your follower count to 15. Yes, 15 NPCs doing your bidding. It also lets you control which NPCs are essential, giving you the ability to make the weak invincible and the strong helpless. There's so much more that this mod adds in as far as dialogue and is definitely a go-to if interacting with NPCs is your kick. Our final item is actually a group of mods that are all self-explanatory and had to make it on this list because, well, immersion is in their titles. These mods are Immersive Armors, Immersive Weapons, Immersive Citizens, Immersive Crafting, and Creatures. These mods add the respective titles to the game. For example, Immersive Weapons adds an entirely new weapon categories. I mean, these aren't just skins, they have entirely new stats and everything. These are new weapons such as short spears, hatchets, and even melee stabs. Immersive Creatures adds in different beasts and monsters from the entirety of the Elder Scrolls lore, so you'll be entertained for ages hunting or, trust me, avoiding them. Then we have a couple honorable mentions that aren't exactly immersive but still great mods to add in, such as Wintermyst, which adds in a buttload of enchantments into the game, Apocalypse Magic of Skyrim, which adds a bunch of spells, as well as Forgotten Magic, and you might want to get Forgotten Magic Redone, which is an updated version. Another great ultimate mod for if you really want to change up your game, and that's Perkus Maximus, which completely overhauls the entire perk system. It has new perk tree abilities to the already existing perks, and then it actually adds in new abilities, combines some, and takes out some. It's a whole entire remodeling of the system, so if you really need a change up, it's a great mod for that. Every mod on this list is actually active on my game for any of my content, so if you ever like a roleplay or immersion build I've posted, it's definitely on this list. Eventually I'll cover each mod individually, but until then, please consider subbing if you like this list or want more Elder Scrolls content, and leave a comment letting me know which mod you want a full video on. That's all I got for you today. Thank you. Much love.